This is my first entry to my YouTube channel here. I go by the name of Travis. By people that don't know me. So this video is in purpose of my 2015 Subaru BRZ. I just turboed this car about a month ago, and honestly it's been a very nerve-wracking experience. I'm not even gonna lie to you, it's been expensive as hell. It's been annoying as hell. It's still annoying as hell, but at the end of the day, it was definitely worth it. So here we go. Why did I pick the BRZ? I picked the BRZ because I was looking for something that was a manual, easy to learn manual on, for one. Two, I wanted something that was decent on gas mileage. Three, I wanted something that looked good on the outside and the inside. So, like, I'm in love with these seats. Funny enough, I had these actual seats in my 2009 Scion TC, which was my first car. But I replaced my 350Z, my HR automatic, for this car. My first manual, my first boosted car. It's been a crazy experience. But that aside, why did I pick a turbo kit? I picked the turbo kit because I'm one of those Fast and the Furious kids. I idolized Paul Walker my entire childhood, and I was really devastated when he passed away. So I was in love with the Eclipse. Was the first car I fell in love with. That Eclipse was just like a dream. And then the Supra, and then the freaking GTR. Like, all his cars, I was always obsessed. And they were always like turboed and boosted, and you hear the blow-off valve and all that, and the neon and all that crazy shit. I picked the turbo kit because I enjoy the sounds it makes. I enjoy the pull it gives you when you hit it versus a supercharger, which my friend has. I rode in his car. It's fast in his car, and it's more reliable than a turbo kit. But to me, it doesn't feel as thrilling as a turbo kit. It just feels like a V6. That's what he said. It feels like a V6, and that's a good way of putting it. It feels like a V6. It felt like my 350Z. It's fast, but it doesn't make the cool sounds this makes. Thirdly, what's my end goal for this car? I want this car to be track inspired. So what I mean by that is, I'm obsessed with drift cars, angle kits, that crazy aggressive, like, I don't like camber, I like functional camber. But I want my car to look like it means business. Like, when I pull up to a car show, car meet, I want it to look like it means business. So my goal right now is to get maybe some RPF 1s, black chrome. I want a big ass spoiler. I don't know why, I'm obsessed with big ass spoilers. I always wanted one. And now that I got the power to back it up, I'm probably gonna buy one. And I'm kind of dabbling with the idea of a wide body kit. I still don't know how I feel about that, just because it's so common on this car. And they're expensive. They're really expensive for a genuine wide body. And the ones I really like are like Vars and Pandem. And they're like $5,000 just for the kit, which is way too much. But mods I have on the car now: Tome exhaust, JDL front pipe, ultra quiet front pipe. So it's dual resonated, so it's really quiet versus how it used to sound before. Like, it was really, really loud. Like, it sounded like an STI to me. I have a C-Bond carbon fiber hood, which I bought specifically because I was putting a turbo kit on this car. And that's really it for now. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting a cage in here. Car is gutted in the trunk area. That's about it. I upgraded the fuel pump, so I have a Walboro 485 fuel pump. And literally, a few hours ago, I just ordered brand new injectors. 1050cc injectors, which I really need because I'm getting fuel cut right now in this car, which is one of the annoying issues I'm dealing with. I can't hit full boost. It sucks because when somebody tries to race me, like my car, if I try to get on it too fast, it'll just cut the fuel, and I'm just lost for words. It's so annoying, but it's whatever. I'm gonna fix it. And oh yeah, upgraded the clutch. I have an Exetti Stage 2 clutch, and my car is being tuned by James Martin, and he just happens to be local, and he's like one of the best tuners for this car, and he's been helping me out a lot, even during this COVID-19 pandemic bullshit. Like he's been helping me out a lot, and I can't thank him enough for that. And let me show you the engine bay. Alright, so what we have here is the full-blown Motorsports Stage 2 turbo kit. I have a precision turbo wastegate, as you can see kind of down here. I also have the towel blow-off valve here. Mishimoto catch can. Mishimoto oil cooler, which is routed right in front of my intercooler. I have the Injector Dynamics 1050cc injectors that I'm about to put in tomorrow. I also have the Walbro 485 fuel pump, which you can't see, obviously. Lenzo Project D wheels, they're really dirty right now. TN coilovers, Godspeed control arms in the rear. C-Bond carbon fiber hood. I have the glow shift gauges. These are really cheap if you're on a budget, but they get the job done for now. Let me see if I can. Pretty dope for how much I paid. They're like $300 for the pillar and all these gauges, so pretty decent until I can afford better gauges. I also have the Tomei exhaust. Tomei exhaust, JDL ultra quiet front pipe, Motive overpipe, and then obviously the turbo kit. Funny thing about this turbo kit, the day I finally got it fully tuned, I didn't have this and I didn't have this. None of this heat wrap was here. I did a really strong pull, and these clamps aren't that strong. So what happened is, I did a strong pull, this pipe popped loose, ended up hitting this line, which popped hot oil from here, onto this hot turbo. And all I saw was smoke until I finally pulled over and popped the hood. This whole turbo was up in flames. And I was terrified because the day before that, I changed these injectors and I spilled gasoline all over this engine block. And honestly, I really thought the car was gonna explode or like just catch fire and never go out. But fortunately enough, it finally went out when I got a rag and I just started fanning it down. I had a few good Samaritans pull over to help me out, but yeah, I was terrified, man. So that's one scary story that I'm never gonna forget about this car. And I probably won't ever forget it because it actually burned part of the turbo. You can kind of see it, but it got burnt a little bit. But yeah, that's really it for the engine bay. Yeah, so I just wanted to end this video by saying that if any of you are looking to go boost on an FRS, BRZ, GT86, I highly recommend it. Just know going in, you obviously should know you're gonna spend a lot of money. I mean, a lot of money. Like, there's gonna be items you need that you don't have, that you might need to buy, that you didn't realize at the time, but it's worth it. It really changes this car into a completely different animal. I love this car NA, but forced induction, it's literally perfect. You're not gonna be the fastest thing in the world. You're not gonna be beating everything you see unless you're pushing some crazy power. Like, I'm only pushing like, I think 330 at the wheels, which is kind of OD to be on stock block and pushing that much. I'm actually gonna lower it to like 10 pounds of boost, because right now I'm at 14 pounds. That's way too much. But I highly recommend doing it. I don't recommend so much buying a used turbo kit like I did, just because I had a lot of issues with missing parts and having to find out during the installation process that I need to buy this and that, versus me buying the kit brand new and not having to worry about missing, you know, parts. If you can, buy the kit new, but if you know that you have every item in hand for sure. When you're buying a used turbo kit, go for it. This kit is about $7,000 to $8,000 brand new. I bought mine for about $1,800, and I probably spent maybe $1,000 or $2,000 more to get everything, you know, lined up right. It was definitely worth it. I don't regret it. Maybe in the future I might try to go built block just so I can keep this thing as reliable as possible and maybe up the power a little bit more. I know for sure I want to do E85. That's definitely coming sometime this year. As far as exterior mods, that's coming too. I really want to do some exterior mods, interior mods as well. But yeah, boost is definitely the remedy for how slow these cars are. I don't think they're slow personally. In NA form with like a few bolt-ons, I think it's perfect. But I know a lot of people complain about how slow they are. Boost would definitely change your mind for sure. And I'm gonna end the video on that note, and I'm gonna see you guys next time.